Hey guys, welcome back to another Kotobukiya M.S.G option weapon review. In the last video we took a look at the Samurai Master Sword, which was pretty cool. In this one we're going to be taking a look at number 16 in the line, the shotgun. So there you go, as you can see we've got basically the shotgun and then a bunch of different optional attachment parts that you can choose from if you want to mix and match and all that. So we'll take a look at what this looks like once it's put together and then try it with some different kits from Bandai and Kotobukiya, so you guys can get an idea of how this is going to work, how this is going to look with some different kits based on its size, in case you're interested in a custom shotgun weapon for any kits that you might be working on. So let's just go ahead and open it up here. The list price, you can see on the back here, is 500 yen for this, so not too bad, $5 for a shotgun weapon here. Basically on the inside, you've just got the instructions there on the back, so pretty straightforward. Basically just like, seems two halves for the main shotgun and then a couple of extra parts on there for the pump part, and then all your other optional bits here. So you just got the two runners. This is a MW16 for the runner label for these. So you can see everything's just going to be all in gray. So you got some nice detail there. Definitely going to be some seam lines on some of those parts though, I'm sure. So let me just go ahead and get it put together and we'll see what we're working with. Alright, so here it is, just the basic shotgun. Like I said, seam lines kind of like all over the thing. So that should be expected. It does have real working pump action there, and then the cartridge here underneath can be removed. You can take that out, pop that in there. Now getting into the option parts here up underneath the grip, you got this one here for a secondary handle like that, which looks very small, I gotta say. In case you don't want that, so I also got this option for what I'm pretty sure is a flashlight on the bottom side of there, like so. On the front, we've got this silencer attachment, which you can put on there if you prefer, a little bit longer, a little bit quieter, I suppose. And we've got two options for a sight on the top, so you've got this one here like that, which does look pretty cool, or you can go for this one like so, like that, for a big longer camera like that, or a lens I guess on the top of there. Then for the back side, we've got two options for that as well here. So you can go this one, just kind of your standard looking butt of the rifle there, like, or the shotgun like that, and this one which you can put on there like so, and you can actually turn that and close that up. It does slide like that, so if you wanted to have it collapsed like that, you can do that, which is pretty cool. And then in use, you just slide that back out and rotate like that. So anyway, if you wanted to, for example, go fully loaded with it, here is what you could do, having the flashlight, the silencer, the sight, and the back end on that like that for its full length. Let's see how this is going to compare, or how this is going to work with some different kits. Alright, so the handle on this one is actually a little bit smaller, so it should fit pretty nicely into the hand of any standard size HG 1/44 scale Gundam kit. That said, the weapon itself looks a bit large, it looks a bit silly, and also the details don't match it. I mean, it just looks kind of strange, the Earth 3 there, to be having this big massive shotgun. So I think while you are able to hold it in HG kits hands, I'm not sure how many HG kits could really pull off the look of it. I think you're probably better off with something in the 1/100 scale line to match the size and the shape together. So let's go ahead and try that as well too here. Alright, yeah, there we go. It's definitely going to match the size and the shape a lot better with something in 1/100 scale like our Master Grade Gym Sniper 2 here, so definitely a better fit. And that said, not necessarily a perfect fit, because now that small handle which fit nicely into an HG hand is way too small for this Master Grade size hand, so the handle is very loose in the hand there. You will want to modify that some way, or at least like glue it into the hand or something. You have to find some way to make that fit nicely into the hand. Otherwise, as it is now, it's basically sort of like just resting in there, so it's a little bit too small. Well, let's go ahead and then switch it over to Kotobukiya and see how this works with some frame arms girl, and Megami device kits as well too. And funny enough, even with our frame arms stylet here, the handle is slightly small in the hand, which is kind of interesting because these weapons are kind of technically sort of meant for frame arms kits, not necessarily, but kind of ideally, I guess, I don't know. And then all the frame arms kits basically all use the same hands, so you would think the weapon handles of these would match with the frame arms hands exactly, but it's actually a little bit loose in this hand as well too. I think that'll be very well suited for the Megami device and frame arms girl kits though, because those hands are a little bit smaller. Unfortunately, they're like kind of a softer rubber kind of plastic, so even if the handle is not the right size, or even if it's a little bit large, those Mecha Musume kits can hold larger style handles on weapons, things like that, pretty easily, because they can stretch out a little bit. But ultimately, I think just because of like the realistic look of this weapon, because it doesn't look like something necessarily like from a sci-fi, like thing that goes with like a giant robot or something like that. It looks like a real world weapon. It's going to be a little bit harder to match it with different kits like this. This is the kind of thing I think that would match better with a sort of like real world mecha, sort of like a Patlabor sort of kit, something like that maybe. Maybe even like a Full Metal Panic kit, but the Bandai Full Metal Panic kits are a little bit small, maybe with like the Aoshima Full Metal Panic kit, which is a little bit larger. Something like that I think would be a better fit than what we're taking a look at here today, but just at least you guys get an idea of the size and scale of this. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. As always guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to check out the kit for yourself, you can check the link to USA Gundam Store down in the video description below. We've got a bunch of different Kotobukiya stuff and M.S.G option weapons and stuff there on the site, so check out what we've got in stock, what we've got available there, see if you can find anything cool to make some custom weapons for your kits and things like that, custom parts as well too. But as always guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.